Hi everyone, my name is Naomi Hartle and I am the STEM and Science subject matter expert for School Specialty. I'm here to share a fun activity called Fossil Finds with you today. Children are natural scientists. Their curiosity as they discover the world around them really translates naturally into thinking like a scientist, especially when they start to hypothesize, when they start to experiment, and when they start to observe. So today we're going to do an experiment with imprints captured in modeling dough. Modeling clay, modeling dough, whatever you want to call it. We're going to build a hands-on understanding of the processes that help scientists discover more information about plants and animals that lived many, many years ago. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some modeling dough. If you don't have any at home or on hand, I did create a video on how to make some modeling dough at home. So you can check that one out. I actually used my mom's personal recipe. So it's pretty fun, it's pretty cute. Definitely check it out to learn how to make this stuff. So to get started, you're going to want to get out your modeling dough and clay and gather a variety of objects that will be able to make an imprint onto that dough. So kind of like I have right here today, you can see everything that I have. You want to split your dough into about 5, 6, 7 different pieces depending on how many items that you have. Next, you want to display the imprints that you have made along with the objects that you've used to make the imprints. So I have it all set up. I have all of my little imprints. I'm not sure if you can see them, but I have everything kind of set in place. I used my penny to do this one here. So then you're going to ask children to carefully observe the dough and try to guess what was pressed into that dough to make the imprint. So depending on their age level, you can have them write down their ideas or really just say out loud which object matches the imprints. You're getting them to make a statement and almost hypothesize what they feel the outcome is going to be based on, what matches what. Once they've made their guesses, I want you to ask them a couple different questions before you confirm if it's correct or not correct. I want you to find out from them why they chose that imprint. When we use observations, we try to use our 5 different senses. So what did they see on one imprint that matched one of the objects and items? Once the children have matched each object to its imprint, you want to provide them their own clay and dough so that they can then create their own imprints. They can run around, try and find different objects, or they can use the same objects that you've used, but just using different parts of them. It does become a fun game and activity to see what they can find, what they can create, and what they can make. So this activity lends itself to having some starting conversations about fossils and really gets that conversation going. You can start by displaying and having conversations about fossils, and then if they have more questions about it, you can go online, do some research. You can also start having conversations about trace fossils as well as body fossils and what each of those things are. You can start showing them pictures, you can read some books to them. There's a lot of really great things out there on the internet right now that you can share to talk about fossils and really do some kind of discovery as a family. So that being said, thank you for joining me today. How else would you modify this activity to challenge your children and add some extra fun to the learning? Would you change up the delivery of it? Would you change up the questions that you're asking? Would you make it more difficult? Would you make it easier? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your advice. All right, have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon. Let me know how it goes.